guys, Christine here with another episode of Cooking with Christine, and today I'm going to show you one of my all-time favorite snacks. Mochi. You can tell it's my favorite. The package is half eaten. I'm going to show you how to make this delicious, tasty, nutritious snack that's made with just brown rice, and this version of mochi contains some cinnamon and raisins. It's really delicious, and you just cook it in a pan. It gets nice and chewy and gives you a little snack to sink your teeth into. So let me show you how to cut it up to make it bake up nice and easy. So it has a little inner wrapper like so, which helps to keep it fresh. We're just going to take it out. And then what I've done here is I have these nice thin little slices. You can see I've actually sliced the thickness in half, which I'll show you how to do. Now for this you really do need a nice sharp knife, which I always recommend anyway, just to make your cooking experience more pleasant. So I'm going to slice through this. I'm going to make roughly 1-inch squares, and then I'm going to slice the thickness in half. Otherwise I just find they get a little too thick and they just cook up a little quicker like this, so that's just my little tip. Okay, so now that I've got my little squares cut up and ready to go, I'm going to heat up our pan. You want to heat up your pan on low heat. That's another key thing. Heat it up on low so that you don't end up scorching one side and it's not cooked through in the middle. You want nice low heat. I'm going to take one of my favorite oils to cook with, and that's the coconut oil. And I'm just going to use my little brush and brush it around in there. You can see I'm just getting a nice even coating. You don't have to use this much oil if you don't want to. I tend to like it a little, you know, extra fried and crispy on the outside. It just makes it really tasty, and especially for my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter loves it like this. It's almost like biting into a donut. All right, so I'm going to make a little even layer of my mochi slices. Putting them in the pan like so. You can bake mochi in the oven. It just gets, it actually does get more puffy. It almost looks like a big piece of ginger root or something after you bake it. It's nice and crunchy to bite into. But this way it just gets a little bit more soft and then kind of crispy on the outside from the frying. So this is my favorite way to make it. Now what I'm going to do is cover the pan and just let it cook for maybe 2-3 minutes on one side until you can easily lift it off either with your hands or with your spatula, preferably so you don't burn yourself. But it should pull away very easily even if you picked it up with your fingers. And then we'll turn it over and cook it for 2 or 3 minutes on the other side. So we'll be right back to check on our mochi. So we're ready to check on the mochi. Let's see what's happening in there. Ooh, looking good. See how it's starting to lift off on the edges from the surface of the pan? And we're going to take our spatula and flip each little piece. That's how you know it's ready on one side. Like I had mentioned, you just want to make sure that it doesn't stick and that it is easily removed. And we're just turning it. See how it's nice and golden on one side. And we'll turn it and we're going to cook it for another several minutes. Whoops. Okay, another several minutes on this side to get it nice and golden and puffed up. Oh wow, it smells so good. I love mochi. You will love mochi too. Let's take a break and come back. I'm so ready to check on this mochi and see if it's ready for munching. And it is! Look at that! Little puffy mochi pillows. Ah, wonderful. Okay. So, out they come. Be warned, these really do hold the heat. I often turn on my vent when I'm frying because I don't want the oil smell to get in the kitchen, so I just had that running while we were cooking the mochi. Okay. Here we go. And if you want your mochi to cool faster, a little trick of the trade is that you can actually just take a fork or a spoon, or both, and just do a little, create a little opening like that, and that will actually release a lot of that steam and hot air and help it to cool down a little faster. Now you can make a little mochi sandwich if you like with these toppings. You can use a little almond butter, a little strawberry jam. I love the Trader Joe's all fruit spread. It's really nice, no sugar. Or you could do just a little drizzle of some brown rice syrup, and you could top it with some chopped nuts if you like. So get creative. I personally like mine straight up, and it's chewy, delicious, and I think you're gonna really enjoy it. So give mochi a try.